And now, first round draft pick, winner of the Masters Trophy.
I was?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so long ago.
And also, talk about stay-at-home defenseman. This guy's level of play won him another award, the Snorris Trophy. No, seriously.
Most important you forgot.
Oh.
3-time Stanley Cup champion. And I say that humbly because it was about team. That's the most important. Never mind anything individual.
Islander fans, of course, know who this guy is and adore him and wish they had him on their team. Anyway, what brings you out here to Long Island?
Well, listen, when you get older, and we're all getting older now, and certain events kind of touch your heart, and Joe, obviously, a guy that even through the years, even though I guess we were, as far as organizations and teams, your enemies somewhat, meaning because it's competition, you're playing sports and playing against each other, but I always remember the island. I look at the old-time Islanders, and I look at Bobby Nystrom and Clark Gillies, and Trache and Bossy, and I'd walk into the island, and these are guys I looked up to because this is when the Islanders were a powerhouse, and these guys always respected, we were bad in my early years, and they always respected, a kid coming in. I remember because I was a physical guy, and I remember a few instances with Nystrom and Gillies, and they'd always take it easy, kid, but we're going to give you a break here because I know you're trying to break into the league.
Right, they did the same thing.
But they were just so respectful, and they're great guys. And then obviously Joe, who's been part of the Islander organization forever as a trainer, and I crossed paths. We always had to walk right by the Islander dressing room going into games, and he always was so respectful to us, and I'm sure to other teams. And you get to know guys, and anytime it's for a good cause, and it's obviously for a wonderful cause, we want to be there, and he's treated us first class. But like I said, as a player, no, I didn't associate too much with other teams or players. When you're retired and you reflect and you look back and you realize how great hockey players are, how great a lot of the guys around it are, and certainly Joe, as a trainer for so long with the Islanders, that you always help out any way you can, regardless if we were enemies when we played against each other.
We're all on the same team now.
Same team now, absolutely.
Well, it's great to have you here.
It's a pleasure. We're having a great time.
Ken Danico. With me here now is first-round draft pick, all the way from Maine, kind of really from Long Island, Pete Ferraro, sometimes known as Pistol Pete. What brings you here to your old stomping grounds?
Well, I was invited to the charity event here with Joe McMahon, and just, being a Long Island guy, it was a natural fit for me to attend the event, and just excited to show my support here.
You played under the tutelage of Joe. Can you share with us any great little equipment stories or any way that he helped you?
Well, I certainly harassed Joe enough to, basically be here. And, my twin brother actually played under him more than I did. So, we still continue to hassle Joe about our skates. He sharpens our skates, he puts our blades on, and I think that's the reason why we're here. We keep him in business.
Okay. With me here now is the star of When Dinosaurs Roamed the Ice, the first captain of the New York Islanders, Ed Westfall, sometimes known as 18. Eddie, welcome.
Hey.
Welcome back. It's great to see you always.
Well, Leer, to be in this gathering is very special. It's memorable, and it's good to see. Probably most of the fellas here I was broadcasting. None of them that I played with, but I saw them all go through their careers, and for 23 years I had the opportunity to watch them.
You once said to me, because I was in awe that you were part of you were an assist on Bobby Orr's famous goal.
Yes.
And you looked at me and you said, I've done some other things since. Can you tell me just some of the other things you've done since?
It sounds silly, but hockey was a part-time job. When I played, we didn't make any money, and I worked full-time, put my kids through, 4 of them, through college. Now I'm doing grandchildren, and it's fun. It's a new challenge, but no, I did everything I could and anything I could along with playing hockey, and that allowed me to live here on Long Island, and I'm still here since 1972, and it's fun. So Joey McMahon deserves all of the credit. He has done what few people can do, is to get this gathering together and give this much pleasure tomorrow and tonight for us individually and a little selfishly. But tomorrow is the big event, and what he has put together in his golf tournaments with the people and for the cause is unbelievable in my world.
That's the best way to wrap this up. Thank you very much, Ed.
Always there.
Great to see you. You look great. Now, I'm sure most of the hockey fans that are watching this don't recognize this face, but he's just across the river in New Jersey. Richie, nice of you to be here.
It's great to be here. I'm having a great time.
And you're the EQ guy for the New Jersey Devils.
That's correct. I've been there for about 11 years now.
And what brings you here?
Well, through my years of being equipment manager, we played the Islanders quite a few times, and just struck up a personal relationship with Joe, and he just invited me to come and support him in his charity and events, and that's what I'm doing here. Just love to be here and support him.
I know that you're a two-time Stanley Cup champion yourself. Do you develop a camaraderie, a fraternity amongst the trainers as the players seem to just get along?
Yeah, we do, and most of the, some of my best friends are Joe and the guys with the Rangers and the Flyers, because we see each other 4 or 5 times a year. And the other guys we do too, but not as much as in your own conference or own division.
Are you going to be abusing landscape and wildlife tomorrow?
Absolutely. Just going to go out and move some turf around and try and get the ball close to the hole as we can.
Well, thanks for coming, and even though you're from the other side.
Yeah, the other side.
Thanks. Richie, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Well, for those of you watching who don't recognize this fellow, this is why we're all here tonight, and he'll explain a little bit more why we're here tonight. This is Joe. Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
Can you explain to the viewers what brings all of these characters here?
Well, we started our charity about 12 years ago after my mother passed away, and then a few years after that my son Aidan passed away. So we started the Leer and Aidan McMahon Foundation, where we raise money for the American Liver Foundation and Hospice Care Network on Long Island. And through my 19 years in the NHL, I've tried to use my outing as a vehicle to get different generations of Islander alumni that I worked with, because I started with the Islanders in 1983 and left in 2003, so trying to get the alumni together to help me support this wonderful cause that we've been so successful with raising a lot of money for. So.
You mentioned the cross-section, and I see guys from the old days and some of the young pups here. That's a testament to you and to the cause. How do you get to all these different guys to come?
Well, you know what, I guess we have an alumni list, and I try to keep in touch. I do try very hard, at least once a month, to call a lot of the guys up, and believe me, there are guys that unfortunately couldn't make it in for this weekend, but I reach out to a lot of guys, like Chico Resch I spoke to, and numerous guys, Mick Pacoda, and a lot of guys that unfortunately it fell on a bad weekend for them, but it's just it's important, I think, that we can take different generations of the alumni and integrate them all, because of the logo is so important to so many people, and obviously doing it through my foundation, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, we all applaud your passion for any number of things and any number of the things of why we're here, and it's just going to be a great weekend, and hopefully we can have some fun and remember things.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks for inviting us.
Oh,
I almost said thanks for coming.
No. Thank me for coming. All right. Thanks.
See you out there.
All righty.